My name is Rosine and I am the Director of Training at Rwanda in B2R Farms.
My name is Blaise Mashavu. I'm the Managing Director of B2R Farms and Foundation for Farming Champion.
My journey with Foundations for Farming started in 2018. I had just graduated from Bamson College and I knew, although I was an accountant, although I was really keen on going to the big four accounting firms, I knew I heard clearly from God that He wanted me to be a farmer. Just 2 months after my arrival, Dale told me about Foundations for Farming. As soon as I entered the premises of Foundations for Farming and had the first day of training, right then I understood why God called me to become a farmer. I returned with one mission, one, to try this and see if it really works in Rwanda, and if it does work, to be able to share with everyone that I know.
When she comes back, she came with fire. So by then, I was very skeptical. Dale proposed me and some of our colleagues to go to Zimbabwe. And when I came back, I realized that even 5 days training can transform an engineer, an MBA holder to be a farmer.
While you use Foundations for Farming, it's a no barrier to entry way for a graduate who doesn't have a whole lot of money, a whole lot of resources, to have a hope to feed themselves and to be able to create their own jobs. So that is why we are training young people from universities with the hope that with this knowledge of Foundations for Farming, they're able to go back and transform their communities and even create their own jobs.
2 years back, Dale just called us and said that the president wants us to roll out Foundation for Farming in the country. We met with government officials and they asked us in 2 weeks to prepare and start the training among almost 1/4 of the sector agronomists and champion farmers in the country. When we went there, the agronomists, the Rwanda Agriculture Board, they were surprised how come young people who didn't even study agriculture come out and start training them about the new method of conservation agriculture. At the end of the first day, then they realized that this is a very good technique, and after the training they have to go back to their communities and try to implement the Foundation for Farming.
A typical yield right now for maize is a little less than 2 tons per hectare, and some of the farmers that we have trained have yielded 13 tons per hectare. That increase that farmers are seeing 4 times, sometimes 5 times or 3 times, is really encouraging.
The Rwanda government board researchers went back and analyzed the result of the first training, and then they proposed the government to give us the opportunity to do the training of all the sector agronomists and champion farmers all over the country. We trained over 900 trainees.
A partnership with RTI Hangakazi that enabled us to recruit 60 interns from different universities to train them in Foundations for Farming, and then enable them to go and work with the farmers that we have trained that are now in every sector in the country, to really follow up on them, see how they are doing, visit their demonstration farms and answer questions in a variety of ways. We are hoping that with this kind of follow-up, that in the next 2 or 3 years, we shall see significantly things starting to change in our country.
The international community can come anytime to Rwanda. We are planning to have a training facility and have everyone to come to get trained in Rwanda. We have the blessing to train in French, we can train in English, we can also train in Kinyarwanda, our mother tongue. We can train in Swahili. So we have so many opportunities to train anyone who can come to us.
Last year, we got an opportunity and a privilege to help train a delegation from Madagascar. And it was such an honor for us that God can use some of the things that we didn't think are very important, like language, to really impact another nation. We got an opportunity to train a group of pastors from Kenya, 16 of them, and 4 people from DRC in Kigali. And we had an incredible time meeting and training and working together. It was truly impactful.
I know Foundation for Farming is going to transform Africa, and Africa people will believe that Jesus is working and is caring for them.
We know God is up to something, and we really can't wait to see when that day comes, when the national yields change for the better.